Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nash. For today's video, we're going to be doing our first weekly check-in for the month of September. I wanted to film this not only to keep myself accountable, but also share with you guys how I plan to track my spending so I can stay as close to on budget as possible, considering this is my first month fully back into it. So here we have the month of September. I went in at the beginning of the month and set up my budget. If you guys didn't see in my budget reset video that I just posted, and I also went in and placed my bills in blue here with the amounts that are filled in are the set amounts, and then whatever is missing are the ones that vary month to month. So we're gonna fill that in, as well as the first week check-in here. So the way that I'm keeping track of this, just because I actually don't have as much expense stickers, I need to place an order on Etsy to get more. What I've been doing is tracking my expenses here for my everyday wallet, and I'm gonna just kind of add everything up with you guys, kind of chit chat on how my spending is going, and just do an overall check-in on my budget a week in. I have everything labeled. In pink is how I am tracking any unbudgeted, and it kind of just helps it stick out. We're just gonna go down the list. We have gas, and the way I'm doing this is, here is our spend column, so whatever, I'm gonna total up how much I've spent in each category, and then I'm gonna subtract based on the budget that I have allowed myself for the month to see what I have remaining for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So for gas, we actually only filled up once, and that was on the 5th, and it was $35. So that's actually what we'll put here. 35. Remaining is actually, the numbers are gonna vary a little bit from what I have on the budget, just because I did roll over money in some of these categories. So instead of 140, it's actually 150. So if we take 150 minus 35, we have 115 remaining for the rest of the month. So that one was simple because I only actually had one transaction to log. Next up we have, should be groceries. Yes, we have a couple transactions. Normally I get all my groceries on the day that I get paid, because that actually ends up being the day that I run out of the usual stuff that I use, like the essentials. So we have 25 from the 4th. We have 10 and 5. 40. $40 was spent. And if you see here, I actually combined my household items in my grocery budget, just because I don't really have necessarily a set amount that I need each month, because there's some months that I don't even need to buy anything for the house, and then there's some months where I am missing or running out of toiletries all at the same time. So I kind of just take it out of my grocery budget, and it seems to work, so no complaints right now. For groceries, we're at the same, so it actually, the full budget for the month ends up being 150 minus 40. We have 110 remaining. So right now we're doing pretty good, I must say. Okay, food. This is where I'm pretty sure is the most transactions. So we have 4, 9, 4, 11, 350, and 3. 34.50, which is actually not bad. The full budget is actually kind of random. It's 173 minus 34.50, because I had 160 set aside for the actual month, and I rolled over like $13. So, and rollover money is just basically any money that wasn't used for that specific category. Instead of taking it out or subtracting it, I just left it in each envelope to have a little bit more for the next month. So it kind of gives me more of a buffer in these categories. Last up, we have fun. I don't really have anything that I spent, and the full amount is still there. Okay, so our UB is unbudgeted, and we have one, sadly. I meant to, but I failed to add my coffee, little restock that I do for my Nespresso, into my budget, because I haven't actually purchased the pods in a while, but I was trying to just use the ones they sell at Target, but the Starbucks brand of Nespresso is not good in my opinion. So I just ended up biting the bullet and bought a nice restock that'll last me for like 2 months, honestly. So even though it was unbudgeted, it's an expense that I should have accounted for, so now I can keep it in mind for next month. So I do want to highlight a few things. The reason why I'm able to keep these categories so low is actually because of my boyfriend. To be honest, as you know, I live on my own, but I live by myself 100%. So I take care of rent, the electricity, I pay for my car, I pay for everything bill-wise myself, and my boyfriend lives at his parents' house. So considering that our expenses are not equal, he kind of takes on that, so I don't have to, just in our relationship at the current phase that we're in. Maybe when we're married and living together, it'll change the ratio up a little bit, but he kind of has definitely taken over. When we're out together, he kind of just takes care of us, which I appreciate, and I never take it for granted or abuse that privilege that he, still allows us to be able to enjoy the things that we like to do, like going out to eat or spending time together doing activities. I never have to worry that it's not in the budget for me, because I know that he got us, and I always do try to find cost-effective things that we can do, so I'm not breaking the bank for either of us. But every once in a while, he does allow me to pay for certain things so that I feel like I'm still, contributing, and I don't lose that strong, independent woman energy that I give when it comes to my finances. But that's one of the reasons why my numbers end up being relatively on the lower side, because if it wasn't for him, I would definitely be spending a lot more money in certain areas. So if we take the remaining amount and divide it by 3, we have about $38. And now for groceries, we have roughly 36. Food, $46. And fun, $15. Definitely could have done that without the calculator. And this one, nothing, because we don't actually budget for unbudgeted. Last but not least, I just want to kind of update my expenses. With this last paycheck, I was able to finish the remaining amount for rent. We took care of the Citizens credit card, so we put 40, and for UI put 90. Period. And honestly, I was itching all day to do this because it's actually Monday, so I went in and put my expenses of what I spent today, but I needed to sit down and do this so I can see kind of where I'm at for the first week, to set the tone for the next week. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit about what it is to track your weekly expenses and just do a weekly check-in. I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe before you go. Check out the last few uploads. I've really been enjoying getting back into the swing of things here on YouTube, and I hope you guys have as well. And yeah, thank you so much.